this is hope. And I'm kind of hurting a lot right now because I just really get that people don't care. Right now, I'm in Austin for the state future problem solving competition, and I don't know why, but we've just been standing out here in the parking lot for like 15 minutes without going in, but it doesn't even matter. So anyway, I'm kind of hurting a lot right now. I felt like I just needed to sit down, and I needed this lawn chair that was over there by the hotel at the front, because we were all standing around in the parking lot. I was just looking at the dust on the back of this big SUV. It was just really beautiful. But anyway, I started hearing this jangling sound, and I turned around and I saw Rod throwing pennies into a parking lot drain like 20 feet away in some kind of bowling game, and I was like, okay. But then I saw that like another person joined in, and then another person, and I just started crying because it's like, I know that they're just pennies, but we're future problem solving kids, and for the past 2.5 months we have been studying about debt in developing countries, and it's like, we should know better because we know how much rice those pennies could buy for the starving children in Zimbabwe or Ethiopia. I mean, I don't know, maybe those pennies couldn't buy that much food for the starving children. And I mean, it's like, even if they think those pennies couldn't buy that much food for the starving children, I just don't see how they can just throw them in the drain. Just like it doesn't even matter that people are starving. And I know that some people like don't really think about things they're not seeing right now. And I know that Ethiopia is like really far away, but it's like, even if you just look around here, you can see poverty. Like, there are a lot of homeless people right here in this city. And earlier I heard people, future problem solvers, talking about how they took a picture of a hobo. And then earlier this afternoon, after we'd eaten lunch at this totally huge, tacky barbecue restaurant, we were driving back to the hotel. And my teacher, who was driving the van, like when she was stopped at a stoplight, she saw this homeless guy at the corner, and she opened the door and handed him, like, I don't know how much money it was, but, and then I'll call him RW to protect his anonymity. RW, in the back seat, said, I don't know why you gave him money, he'll just spend it on booze. And I just started crying because it's like, you don't know that? And like, if you care so much about only giving homeless people money to eat, why were you throwing pennies in the parking lot in the drain? If you cared that much, why didn't you take those pennies and give it to a homeless guy or a starving Ethiopian instead? I mean, I know you couldn't have actually given them to a starving Ethiopian, but you could have, like, showed them to people and said, wouldn't the starving Ethiopians be so happy to have these pennies? So anyway, I'm always grateful for everyone who gives me advice on how to deal, and today I have a letter from Tony. It says, you should get a job at Pizza Hut. I was sitting around sad all day until I got a job there. They let you have all the pizza that's left over on the buffet at closing time. Now I have all the pizza I could ever want. I found that food really takes away a lot of the pain of life. Cheers, Tony. Maybe I'll do that, Tony. Or maybe, since a homeless man would just use me to buy booze, I'll throw myself in that drain over there with the pennies.